Hi everybody, I hope everyone's doing well. Well, today we are doing a Let's Talk video health quest update for you guys. I look like a little glam, okay, not glam, but you know what I mean, a little dressed up. And then I look like I'm gonna work out, because I am. I got my workout shirt, my workout pants, my workout shoes. But I got a little earring, got little face makeup going on because early this morning, I had this recorded for you. I started doing some editing on it and I realized that it's too long. It was too long. And this one still may be long, but hopefully not as long. That one was over an hour. And that's because I'm going to be adding an exercise routine that was an hour and 29 minutes. And I'm going to talk about why I did that. Now, I just got finished doing right now just a 1,000-step workout that I like to do throughout the day. Sometimes I do a little extra, but I'll link that video down below if you guys want to check it out. It is from Improved Health Jewels, and it's an 8-minute workout that I really just pop up anytime. If I've been sitting too long or whatever, or I want to get my heart rate up a little bit, and then I throw that in there and it works out good. I think you guys will enjoy it. Sometimes I'm working in my store, my eBay room, and I'm sitting there too much or, you know, whatever. And sometimes I just feel like moving. I just put that on my phone and I just, it just because it is for sure 1,000 step if you keep with her step, but then also too, you have music, you have your hands go up in the air. So you get a little bit more of a heart rate going, and it's just a really good one. So I thought maybe I would share that one with you guys. All right. So I just got finished doing that. Okay. And then I was going to sit down, edit a little bit, start on my dinner. And then I said, you know what? I'm doing that video over. It inspired me to do that video over. So my hair's up and let's do this, guys. Right. Okay. We are going to talk about a lot of things today. In the thumbnail, you saw that I ordered, or you saw a box from Keto Chow. And that is the protein shake. Remember I told you I ordered some protein and I was going to let you know what company I went with? Well, it was with Keto Chow. So I'm not here to talk about necessarily the quality and the ingredients and nothing like that. This is something that I paid for myself. This is not an affiliate link or an affiliate with them. I'm not, or is it sponsored in any way? I bought this myself. I ended up getting the Intro Kit because you get more for your money, because you get a discount if you order for the first time. So there's that. In the kit, I'm just going to tell you, you get 2 of these shakers, and then you get the daily minerals, which we're going to talk about here in a minute. I think this is a magnetic thing, or no, this is a measuring, I didn't even know. It's a measuring tape. Oh, that's cool. And then you get the magnesium drops, and then you get fasting drops. Then you get electrolytes drops, and then, like I said, the shaker. Okay, so that is what you get with the intro. Now I'm going to show you my nasty shaker. I still have it up here from this morning, and this is the one I used today. So you do get 2, which is good. And I'm going to put right here how many you get in total in terms of the intro box. I forget, I did add extra. I bought some extra packets, protein packets to this because I wanted to try some of their fall flavors, and I'll show you which ones. But I'm not going to go through all of these, guys, because there's a lot, and some of them are repeats. But you get like mocha, you get salted caramel, strawberry, apple pie, chocolate peanut butter, caramel macchiato, chocolate toffee, chocolate 2. You have cookies and cream. You have chocolate mint, mocha. I don't know if I said that. Chocolate, another chocolate mint. This one my daughter's gonna have because I don't like chocolate mint. Banana, and then you get snickerdoodle. You also get how do you mix Keto Chow, how much and what kind of fat should you use, because you do use fats with them. I'll show you which ones I use. You also get, oh, and then you get lemon meringue. Hold on, lemon meringue. And there's a few more. And then you get this here, which is magnetic, so you could put on your refrigerator. And I do believe the keto flu, because you know you can get the keto flu, so you want to make sure you have electrolytes so that you don't. I believe there's some recipes, food substitutions. That's good. I haven't seen through all of this, guys. I really haven't. I'm not gonna lie. And then nuts and seeds, condiments and things like that. And I believe it tells you net carbs and things like that. So there's that. And it's handy. You put it on your refrigerator, which is good. Okay, and I think that is everything that you get. Now, I have eaten some. Let me get those. Not eaten. I have drank some of these. Pistachio is what I had today, okay? And then this is eggnog. This one was good. This one was an additional one that I added. And caramel macchiato is the first one that I had. Now, you use a fat content, so butter, or heavy whipping cream, a half a cup of it. And you could use that as your fat. And then I like to make mine with hot coffee, or you could use hot water as well. It's really, really good. I'm not gonna lie. All three of these flavors are really, really good. But we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it because we're gonna talk about protein again, okay? Now, the only thing that I do notice with them is that they do subtract the fiber as to not. So let's say, for instance, this is an example. So for instance, let's say it's 10 grams of carbs, but then there's like 3 grams of fiber. They'll deduce the 3 grams of fiber and say that you're eating 8 grams of carbs. I don't do that. I calculate the whole carb of it, but overall it's really, really good. So like this one is 0.8 grams of net carbs. Again, here's another one, pistachio. Again, net. See how it's net? I do whole carb. That's what I count. And they run about 27 grams of protein to 29 grams of protein. Like I said, depending on which one, but it's pretty good. You know, it's good. It definitely has improved my protein. But why did I go with keto chow? Let me talk about that really, really quickly. The reason why is because maybe 2 years ago or so, maybe 3 years ago, Dr. Ken Berry was talking about things that you don't need to buy. Like, you don't need to buy any of these keto bars, keto foods, keto anything. Like, if you really want to do keto, according to Dr. Ken Berry, you really don't need anything other than what, we get by nature, right? So steak and eggs and bacon and butter, things like that, right? Anything that comes in a box and it says keto, he really is not about that. And he's definitely not about protein shakes, for sure. However, he did say, though, we do want to add to our diet our trace minerals, electrolytes, and specific salts. We don't want like the typical salt that you get at the store. You want, I forget which one the one he goes through, but salt. It's very important that you get a particular salt, Himalayan salt and things like that, versus the traditional salt that you see at the store. When he had said that, I had started ordering the keto chow dietary minerals. I add this to my meat. I add this to my drinks. To me, this pretty much tastes, I'll be very honest, like if you're drinking water that's unfiltered, like dirty water, like salted dirty water. That's what it tastes like on its own. But if you can stomach it, that's fine. But put it in your water, a little bit of lemon and a little bit of this, and you're good to go. And the cap has the measuring on this one. So I've been getting this, and he endorses it. It's not his company. He endorses it. So that's why I went with keto chow, because I figured, okay, he doesn't endorse the protein shakes at all, but he does endorse their trace minerals and the other things that I showed you, like the electrolytes and things. So that's why I went with them, guys. Truly, that's why. All right, guys, let's talk about the protein. Okay, so I was watching Dr. Ken Berry, and I was learning a lot about this protein thing, because I realized in what he was saying why he doesn't like protein shakes, and he prefers you to get your protein by an animal source in particular. All right, one of the main reasons is because of the quality of the protein. I've always heard that protein shakes, they're not all made the same, right? And they are not all healthy, but for me, it was more about what they put in there in addition to the protein, right? To me, it was more like the additives that they put. And he said that really the quality of the protein, first of all, he said a lot of them are very carby. That's his word. A lot of them are very carby. So that's number one. Number two, he says that the body cannot, and I have it written down so that I can give you exactly what he said. All right, so what he said was that they are carby, he said, and also that the type of protein that they contain is not absorbable for us. Like, we can't absorb either the amino acid or the particular molecule. I thought that was really interesting too. So there's that. This is why he tells you to really stay away from it, but that he gets the fact that they are convenient, and they are convenient. A lot of times we're on the go, and then we just like to drink that protein to get it in versus cooking up some eggs or whatever it is. All right. Now let's talk about the symptoms of the protein, and then we'll get into whether I'm going to do the shakes. We're going to talk about an exercise and then my weigh-in and everything else, okay? Because we're going to sit on the weigh-in again. We are. All right, let's talk about 4 symptoms that I really, really want to hone in on. There was more symptoms, but I want to talk about these. Hunger, cravings is one for protein. And did I not tell you guys in my last update that I was craving protein? Like, I was walking around craving protein. Like, I really, like, in between meals, I'd be like, oh my gosh, I just want some eggs, or I want some steak. I even had mentioned to my husband one time, I go, I really want a big, big steak with bone and everything. And he's like, really? And I'm like, yeah, like, I want that. And that's what he said is a symptom that you could be lacking in protein, is because your body is telling you that you need to bring in an essential need for it. Remember, protein is an essential amino acid, just like fatty acids is an essential fat. We need it. We need to bring it from the outside. And like he said, there is no essential carbohydrates. It doesn't exist, but there are these two. And so my body was going around literally, oh my gosh, for days wanting protein. And it seemed like what I would eat was never enough to stop the craving. And so there's that, okay? The other thing too is mood swings. I really didn't talk about it too much, but I was displaying a little bit of mood swing and energy. He said lack of energy and mood swing and things like that. He said people think that they're depressed even. I felt like I was exercising, I'm strength training, I'm feeling really good and empowered with strength training. My spiritual growth is good. I'm working on my problems and solutions and working them at it differently, but yet I was starting to feel like I was losing energy. I was feeling like I wasn't able to keep up with my workouts and things like that. And even my mood swing, I was a little bit more on edge kind of thing. And lo and behold, it could be a symptom of low protein. Now, it doesn't it's not like specific only to that, but these could be some symptoms. And then the other one is loss of hair. Oh my gosh, did I not mention that I'm losing my hair? Tremendous amounts of my hair I was losing chunks of it, and it was so dry and brittle that it hurt to brush it. Almost like when I had the COVID. Remember, I lost all my hair. Well, even like I would brush it and I'd have to go gently with it, and it was falling apart like really bad. It was so dry. Now my hair is starting to not be as brittle. It does definitely not as dry, and it's not falling as much. I'm still losing hair. It's not like, like a normal hair loss, but I definitely doesn't feel as dry, and I don't have the breakage. I don't. So it's getting healthy. Somebody's mowing their lawn. I mean, it's only 5, but it's dark. Hold on a minute. Okay, I shut one of the windows. I hope that that's okay. So I think these are very, very important, guys. And one more thing. I forgot. One more. Insomnia. You guys, recently I started developing really bad insomnia within maybe the past 2 weeks, I would say. When the cravings began, that's when the insomnia began. And it was really, really bad, to the point where I would be like, I just want to sleep. You guys, have you ever experienced that kind of insomnia where you're really, really sleepy, but no matter what you do, you can't catch it? You can't catch your sleep? It is horrible. And then with insomnia, then it affects your day and exacerbates some of these symptoms because cortisol is being raised because you're not sleeping. You need to sleep. We all need to sleep. That's when our body does the most repair. You have more growth, your hair, your muscles grow in the middle of the night. When you exercise, they tear down, the fiber tears down. When you sleep, it builds them back up. But if you're not sleeping, it can't do any of it. And so I'm stressing my body out. And so cortisol is being raised, which is going to lead me to our weigh-in today. So, but everything is so connected. Everything is so connected. But since I have already upped the protein, I just seen the video 2 days ago, but you guys know I've already been trying to up my protein, and you're going to see some shots of where I'm falling at. But my hair is definitely better. This is my third night where it has been sleeping through the night, which I am a different person during the day now. I'm like, it feels so good, guys, so good. So definitely my insomnia is gone. My hair is definitely less dry. Still falls out. I'm not going to say it doesn't, but it's less dry. I could brush my hair. It feels good. My mood swing that is just better, obviously, because I sleep more, but even still, I feel very energetic. And the hunger cravings, the hunger pains, those are gone. I'm not going around craving protein. That was very unique. That was unique. That I've had cravings for like carbs when I was carb addicted. Anyways, there's that, guys. So we are on the right track. I definitely think I was very, very protein deficient, because I was looking at my last video, and what I want to say is this. I kind of maybe missaid some things in that video, so I kind of want to clarify. Some days in my before, but I was having like 17 grams of protein in a meal. Like sometimes that's all I would have. And sometimes in an entire day, I would have about 30 grams of protein, which should be the minimum of just a meal. I was having that in my day, and I wasn't doing it 1 day, 2 day, 3 day. This was almost the pattern. And I'm so glad now that I actually am looking at my charts and registering protein as well, because I'd like to get to a point someday where I'm not even doing anything. Like everything is just flowing good. But right now, because I'm in the learning stages and I'm really trying to see in terms of carbs where I fall, in terms of protein where I fall, I really am trying to record all of it. But eventually I would really like to just live a life where it's really my life, this way of living and eating, and I'm not monitoring everything. It's just sort of like an easy flowing thing. That would be a really nice goal of mine. But in order to get there, I sort of have to understand what I'm doing. So that's why I'm charting, so much. Okay, so now let's talk about if I'm going to keep the box, the keto box. In other words, am I going to keep ordering the protein? I'm not sure. I'll be very honest. Right now, now that I've gotten more informed with protein and I feel more comfortable adding more protein per meal, it's fine. I make sure that I have it. And ever since I've added more protein for my meals as well, guys, I have more energy. I eat until I am stuffed, comfortably stuffed, like Dr. Canberry says, and then I stop. And I don't worry about anything. And it just feels really good. Like your mind is not wrapped around food so much. It's really not. I know it seems like it right now. There's a lot of measuring this and measuring that and talking about this and learning about that. But like I said before, it's really, for me, it's because I was really in bad shape. It is a lot of learning things, but I really feel like I'm on the right path. And so I just don't mind adding more protein in my 2 meals. 3 meals is good. 2 meals I prefer, because that's just the way my day goes. So for now, because you can bake with these, I see a lot of people baking with them. You can. I'm going to use some of these packets for baking, and I'm going to film it for you guys and see what we can make. Obviously, it's not going to be my recipe. I'm going to find it, but I'm going to film it for you guys. So I know some of these you can bake, and maybe I will buy them for that reason. I don't know. Just right now, I have it. I have so many. And I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it, but we're going to use it for baking and things like that. But as far as now feeling like I need to have a protein shake, no. All right, now really quickly, we're going to talk about Saturday. Saturday, I went to go do my cardio workout. It's not a strength training day for me. Sundays I take off, but on Saturday, it was a cardio day for me. And so I didn't know what was on the docket, if you will, for November in her calendar. This is from Improved Health with Jules. I didn't know. So I got ready to go and I put it up. I put the calendar on my phone and then I cue it up to my TV. So it's really small print, but I just went to the date and I clicked it and then it queued it up on the TV, and I saw on the side it said 10,000 steps. Now, I've done this before. She had 10,000 step video in October. And so it was 10,000 for that day. So I knew the video. I knew what it was going to entail. It's a long video. It's an hour and 26-minute video. I decided to record it. So let's go watch it.
Lately I don't mind staying up till midnight. I got no complaints, nothing doesn't feel right. Every time you call me, I don't wanna keep you waiting. Why don't you hold me? Cause this is what you got me saying. This is what you got me saying. This is what you got me saying. Cause this is what you got me saying. Call me. This is what you got me saying. Call me.
2,000 steps.
Lately I don't mind staying up till midnight. I got no complaints, nothing doesn't feel right. Every time you call me, I don't wanna keep you waiting. Why don't you hold me? Cause this is what you got me saying.
47, 47, 48 mark.
This is what you got me saying. This is what you got me saying.
4,300 step mark.
This is what you got me saying. This is what you got me saying. Lately I don't mind staying up till midnight. I got no complaints, nothing doesn't feel right. Every time you call me, I don't wanna keep you waiting. Why don't you hold me? Cause this is what you got me saying. This is what you got me saying. This is what you got me saying. Cause this is what you got me saying. Call me. This is what you got me saying. Call me. This is what you got me saying.
Okay, 29 mark. So when I can't give you a count, we're going to 0. We're headed to the 0. So first time I came at 47. Now we're at 29 mark. That's where we're at.
I don't wanna keep you waiting, but on your hold me. Cause this is what you got me saying. What you got me
6,600 step mark. We're doing good. We're doing good. Sorry, and that's at the 23 mark. 23 mark. Headed towards 0.
This is what you got me saying. This is what you got me saying. Call me. This is what you got me saying. Call me. This is what you got me saying. Don't you wanna dance forever? Waves of sadness powerful. Shiny tears reflect the answers. With the sound I ease my soul. Running through the crowds to find you, but it doesn't ever get better. In my dreams you're always quick to scream.
Those were sprint running. 30 seconds. Everything she does is 30 seconds. Everything. Everything she does is 30 seconds. So even if I cut it off a little shorter, it's because I just wouldn't have enough memory, and you know what I mean? Also, I'm not repeating moves either. I'm not, because I'm trying to just give you most of it, but without repeating too many of the same moves. But those, I don't think she's done with them. Anyway, I think we're at 8,400 steps, and we're at 12-minute mark. 12 more minutes, that's all we have left. I have a feeling she does a couple more of those sprints.
These stairs gotta get there. Tell me now, do you like what I've become? This time.
250 more steps to go. That is it. And that's 2 minutes, 34 seconds to go. couple things I want to say. I've talked about stressing out my body, right? Cortisol, I've mentioned that in my previous Let's Talk Health Quest update. Talked about watching my cortisol. And these are the types of videos that I really think about, because is it doing more good, than damage for me, specifically for me? Because I mentioned cortisol, I mentioned, my chronic stress. That's what I'm trying to reduce. And so these types of workout promote cortisol. I just really think about it, but I can tell you though, right now I am far more fit. I have much more endurance. And speaking of heart rate, guys, my heart rate after any workout now, like this one was intense. I'm at 115 beats per minute. That is relatively low. Actually, it is pretty low. My BP is coming down far more quicker. That's another great sign of great health. So my body's doing it. It's responding. It's really, really bringing me back to normal quicker. And that's a great indicator of good health. So I'm going to walk around a little bit. I'm going to stretch out my leg muscles just a little bit, because I do feel a lot of lactic acid in there. So I got to release that a little bit. So I don't want to cramp up or, get all that crazy soreness in the morning or anything. I want to release that tightness. All right, guys, let me let you go listen to the rest of my jibber jabber. All right. Guys, like I said in that little clip, did I really need that? I don't think I did. No, not that I don't think. I know that I didn't. Things like that is just really, really taxing on me. The good thing is, like I said, I was able to bring my heart rate down really, really quickly. I was able to do that video a lot more with endurance, flexibility, agility. I was able to do it more, but nevertheless, it really pushed me. It really, really did. I really am looking for shorter workouts in my workout routine, whether it's strength training to do it more effectively. Even that's going to change. I'm going to go into level 3 from her, because I feel like level 2 really is not challenging my muscle at all. I really am not. And so I want to use my time effectively. And the cardio is good. The regular cardios that she has, I like those. They're challenging. They get my heart rate up enough and then bring me down enough. So an hour and 29 minutes or 26 minutes, I just don't want those. It's just too taxing. It's just too stressful. And I don't need it. And so there's that. So let's talk about the weigh-in now, because I think it's going to all tie in together. So the weigh-in, let's go in. I weighed in on Sunday the 12th. Here it is. So yeah, we're back. We're stuck actually in the 189. That's just where I'm at. And so I think a couple of things are happening, because the scale is telling a story. The scale only can tell you what you weigh, whether you are losing inflammation, you're losing water, you're gaining muscle, you're losing weight or fat, or you're gaining fat. I mean, you only know what those numbers can potentially represent. I've been here 4 weeks. 4 weeks. Okay. I think my body's definitely changing. There's an NSV that I'm going to share with you guys. I was going to share it with you in this video, but I'm not. I'm going to save it. I'm going to hold on to it. And a lot of you who have been with me for a while now are going to be like, oh my gosh, Laura. Oh my gosh. Trust me. Okay. But I'm going to save that one. So inevitably something is changing in my body. It really, really is. My pants are looser. I'm at 189. So there's that. But I really feel a couple of things that the scale is telling me. One is that the cortisol is still high. It's still high. And it makes sense if you think about it, okay? Think about it. In my last video, I said I was working out cardio-wise too long in one time. Too long. Well, I just did one on Saturday. Saturday was my worst day. The other days, we're going to talk about how my week went overall. But on Saturday, I did it. And then the other thing was the lack of sleep. The lack of sleep will raise your cortisol and keep it up. And then you're like not sleeping during the day. You're trying to get this done and that done. That's stress on the body. So I believe, I don't know, I'm just saying the scale's telling me something, and that's what I'm feeling it is. So I'm getting sleep now, and then I've learned my lesson. We'll see how it goes next Saturday, or next Sunday rather, I'm sorry, next Sunday. Hopefully there'll be a change, okay? That's what I'm hoping for. But if it's not, we're gonna still move forward. We're gonna still continue to properly exercise, pull in that protein, low carb, and 15 grams or less on the carbs. That's where I'm at. It's getting hard to hit it. Let me side note here. I'm struggling to keep 15 grams of carbs because of these shakes. Because the heavy whipping cream has calories or carbs. So that's another reason why I kind of don't want to go this route. I really would rather eat a chicken breast or chicken thigh, or you know what I mean, eggs, to get in my my protein, because I really am up in the carb with this. And at 15, it's already, it's a challenge. But there's that, guys. So there's another reason. The other thing that I challenged myself was the Zivia. That was something that I wanted to stop drinking as much, because then it would reduce some of the cortisol. I wrote down exactly, and I'm not lying. Okay, I'm not going to tell you how much I used to drink. I'm not. But let me tell you, on Monday I had 4 cans. On Tuesday the 7th, 4 cans. The 8th, 3 cans. The 9th, 3 cans. The 10th, 3 cans. Saturday the 11th, 3 cans. And on the 12th, Sunday, 3 cans. Now, not only did I start reducing the Zivia, I never had one at night. Other than on Sunday, I had it too close. I had it at 8 p.m., my third one. Anyway, I don't have it at night. So that is absolutely helping. Also, more protein, no caffeine at night. It helps. You know what I mean? I don't think that the caffeine at night is what caused the insomnia. It's not, because if it were, then the effect of the caffeine like that, because I've been doing it now for since 2017 at least, always would have been that way. And that's not the case. The insomnia really started within recent time that I told you about. The hair loss, all that correlates to about that same time. The cravings for the protein, all of that started around that same time. I think it's because of lack of protein. However, helping or not having it at night definitely helps. I'm not gonna lie. So I did the challenge. That's a big thing, and that obviously brought down the cortisol, which gave me more energy during the day as well. So it was just like a whole big packet, guys. It was a really, really, really good week. Again, the scale, going back to the scale, it's telling me something though. I am uber sensitive to cortisol. No sleep, doing that exercise, high cortisol. But I think the no sleep is definitely something that is definite. Now, as far as my walks, I'm going to put some pictures here, or some screenshots of my steps. What I did in the week is I stretched it out, and that's what I wanted to do, other than on Saturday. But 20,000 steps that day, geez. All right, my friends, that is everything. I hope this one isn't as long. It's long, I knew it was, but I hope it's not as long. I think I touched on everything. So I'm gonna recap right now, okay? Am I gonna keep these? Am I gonna reorder them? I don't think so. That's not in my plans, because I like the way that I'm gonna be incorporating the animal protein. That's good. So I don't think so, but if I find something to have on hand, I might do something like that, just to have on hand, okay? And as soon as I figure out like real good quality proteins, I really do think this is really good. I read the ingredients and they're really good. Okay, so there's that. I'm gonna stay with 15 grams of carbs. We're still gonna try for that. And it's good. It's tough with these, but I'm gonna do it. My goal for protein intake, I really am shooting for 120. I think that's what I'm going to be shooting for. Exercising steps, I would like 10,000 steps in my day, spread out throughout the day. The Zivia challenge, we are down to 3 cans in the day. I want to keep that. Don't know if I'm ready for 2, but I'm definitely at some point want to go down to 2, and I can do it. I know I can do it. But 3 cans, I think that is fantastic. 6 days of cardio, at least 3 days of strength training, effective strength training. And I think that is everything. Okay, my friends, I will let you guys go now. This is going up. I don't know how long it is, but all right, my friends, I will talk to you soon. All right, take care. Bye.